I just don't know why Jesse Waters is trying to be Rachel Maddow. Is this his impersonation of Rachel Maddow when she goes on a talk show? I mean, it would explain a lot, don't you think? It would explain a lot of his frustrations. Just saying. All right, this is Jesse Water. Biden's administration is taking down Bob Menendez. This is a fascinating take. So Bob Menendez, New Jersey senator, been indicted. He was indicted once before. He's got to go. Everybody, Democrats are like, fuck off. Enough of your shit. We don't care. I think they're going after him just to give them cover to go after Trump or to hide from Biden, I'm sure.
20 years ago, Washington was rocked. New Jersey Senator Robert Torricelli, the Torch, was caught being bribed by a South Korean. Grandfather clocks, $10,000 watches, Oriental rugs, and Italian suits, obviously. Here was
Italian suits, obviously, because he's Italian, I suppose.
the Torch.
I have never, ever done anything at any time to betray the trust of the people of the state of New Jersey.
All right. No one in New Jersey can say that. That's fucking stupid. Obviously, that's a lie. Just by living in New Jersey, you're betraying the trust of your fellow New Jerseyans.
Never.
Ouch.
Now New Jersey
Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I gotta look at this funny. Let's see. Let's see. Robert Torricelli is here. There we go. Okay, hold on. There we go.
Senator Bob Menendez has picked up the torch and run with it. Menendez is the chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, and today he was charged with accepting bribes in exchange for influencing foreign relations.
And it's interesting. Look at the Menendez case and look at what they say about Joe Biden. And I don't understand the mismatch with these motherfuckers where they think, I suppose that they find nothing in Biden's. He's got 2 houses. They're very normal. His taxes show exactly where his money has been, is going, and has been. It doesn't matter. And yet Menendez has got stacks of cash in a fucking closet and in a safe and diamonds and fucking gold bars and shit like that. And you're like, yeah, this you can wrap your head around. This would make me even listen to Comer.
Today I'm announcing that my office has obtained a 3-count indictment.
Obviously, by the way, a racist DA in reverse, as Donald Trump would say. Any black DA going after a white person, clearly it's a race thing. These people are racists in reverse. It's what, no, Menendez isn't saying that? That's weird. Why is he not attacking this guy? It seems like he'd be right to just say that because it's clear, isn't it? It can't possibly be because he's crimey.
Charging Senator Robert Menendez. The senator and his wife accepted hundreds of thousands of dollars of bribes in exchange for Senator Menendez using his power and influence to protect and to enrich those businessmen and to benefit the government of Egypt.
That was one of the weird ones. You're like, Egypt? Okay. Egypt. That's an odd one, but it's fine. All right.
Counts, bribery, fraud, and extortion. But instead of sending the bribes through a maze of shell companies like the Bidens,
allegedly, and also not shell companies, and also not
Menendez got gold bars delivered to his house.
FBI executed search warrants on the residence and safe deposit box of Senator Menendez and Nadine Menendez in New Jersey. When they got there, they discovered approximately $500,000 of cash stuffed into envelopes and closets.
By the way, I've seen Goodfellas. That's just how New Jersey is, isn't it?
Some of the cash was stuffed in the senator's jacket pockets. That's not.
Well, I mean, he was leaving there and he's like, fuck, this, thanks, guys. Then he just hung up his jacket and forgot he had $20,000 in each pocket.
Agents also discovered a lot of gold.
A lot.
And the FBI, of course, found the Mercedes-Benz.
So you can see the Bidens now snickering at Gold Bar Bob. Can you believe this guy? I mean, at least Hunter lost the diamond. The FBI found gold bars in Bob's safe.
Right. And?
The FBI found $500,000 in...
You know, kind of, and by the way, Jesse, why are you not attacking the FBI that they probably planted this shit? I mean, why would the raid on Bob Menendez's house be any different than Mar-a-Lago? Why is the FBI suddenly the good guy? Are we supposed to believe that Bob Menendez leaves dollar bills and jackets just laying all over the floor like this? I mean, honestly.
Cash stuffed in official Senator Menendez windbreakers hanging in his closet. What's that doing there? Was it too lumpy under your mattress? The Egyptians bought them a Mercedes.
Mercedes.
There it is, parked in his
Mercedes
driveway. Right? But the conspiracy...
Yeah, why wasn't this a raid? Why weren't they raided? Also, what the fuck is up with those pants? What is that? What is that? Why? What? What is that? What is this? All right, that's a crime. The FBI should raid them just for those pants existing. What the living shit is going on? I don't understand any of that outfit. That is amazing. What? That it looks like something from Tim Burton's failed attempt at sexy 70s wear. It was sold at auction from the Tim Burton 70s movie. The version when Tim Burton was going to do Boogie Nights. And he only got through the wardrobe phase. And they ended up having to sell this stuff off. And she got him on Poshmark for a steal.
It began with Nadine Menendez, his second wife. Gold Bar Bobby proposed at the Taj Mahal in India. Classic Bob move.
Would never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, and it'll never be enough, never be enough.
Run, lady, run. I'm sure you can find, there's probably boats nearby. I would swim through the sewer streams of Calcutta to get away from that singing. Go. Run now. You were warned.
And it was never enough for Nadine. She wanted more.
Well, apparently, but after a while, they get filled to capacity.
Nadine introduced the senator to an Egyptian trio. Michelin-rated restaurants followed. Then it was a trip to Egypt. Meetings with Egyptian intelligence and military officials. That was...
So Nadine was an Egyptian honeypot. Fascinating.
Chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, Gold Bar Bob held sway over arms packages and foreign aid. Gold Bar was leveraging billions in American aid in exchange for family bribes and no-show jobs. Now, where have I heard that before?
Your bullshit story about the Bidens, because this is what it looks like when that actually happens. Yeah.
Just like the Bidens, their text messages. Gold Bar Bob also tried shutting down investigations into the business partners who were bribing him.
I'm going to sign off this sale to Egypt today. Sign off on? Off on? Sign off this sale to Egypt. So you're not going to have it? I'm going to sign off this sale to Egypt. All right.
Menendez was trying to plant the right prosecutor in office to look the other way so that the money would keep flowing. God, this just sounds so familiar.
Right, except it's you're paralleling it to fiction.
And the whole time he was compromised by foreign agents. He was accusing other people of being foreign agents.
The American people deserve to know who they elected to be their president. They deserve to know if he's in fact putting America's interests first. And they deserve to know if Donald Trump is, wittingly or unwittingly, an agent for the Russian Federation.
Menendez.
Right. I mean, Harvey Weinstein at one point said, we need more strong women characters in Hollywood. I agree with that statement, regardless of the fact that that fucker used statements like that as a manipulation point to attack and harm women. You get how that works?
was an agent of Egypt, accusing Trump of being an agent
Ooh, Egypt. Look out.
of Russia. So the question is, why was the Biden administration taking down Menendez at all? And why now?
Why didn't Trump? I think is the bigger question. Does Trump have ties to Egypt that we need to know about?
Now, because the FBI raided Menendez's house last year. Menendez.
Right. You do realize they raided Mar-a-Lago last year, right? You do realize that the Mar-a-Lago raid was last year, August 2022, and then the indictments came this fall. It's almost exactly how long it fucking takes.
Has been walking around Washington knowing Biden's agents have a stack of his gold bars, ready to drop at any minute. God, Biden must have been squeezing Bob. And then they dropped these gold bars on Menendez a week before the Joe Biden impeachment inquiry opens.
Wait, what's the idea? What is he pushing here? The idea that that the FBI was planting these on
around Washington knowing Biden's agents.
Hold on.
Why was the Biden administration taking down Menendez at all? And why not?
They're not. The New York SDNY is.
Now, because the FBI raided Menendez's house last year. Menendez has been walking around Washington knowing Biden's agents have a stack of his gold bars.
Knowing Biden's agents have a stack of his gold bars.
Ready to drop at any minute. God, Biden must have been squeezing Bob. And then they dropped these gold bars on Menendez a week before the Joe Biden impeachment inquiry opens into bribery.
It's almost like the timing's inverted.
Is this so that they can say, now that's real bribery?
Yes. No, it's not so they can say it. It's just because that's how it is.
There.
This is someone finding the giant gaping anus holes in their fucking argument and trying to claw their way back to some sort of legitimacy.
Joe Biden was never caught with gold bars and cash shoved
Right.
into his windbreaker.
Right.
And you know this was a partisan prosecution because the Southern District of New York.
Wait, it was a partisan prosecution? So Republicans aren't for Bob Menendez getting busted.
New York indicted Gold Bar Bob, not the U.S. attorney in New Jersey. Or was Menendez just a thorn in Biden's side? Because remember, the Obama-Biden Justice Department indicted Menendez on bribery.
Right. And then Trump let it slide for some odd reason. And then when Biden got back in, they're like, fuck that guy. I'm again, unless you're saying that they're trying to get rid of Menendez because he has some sort of insight, like he's holding the compromise. Well, then why would you let him raid the bank vaults and the fucking boxes? I don't know.
But he skated on a hung jury. Now, it makes sense when you realize Menendez doesn't want to open Cuba. Biden does. Menendez hates the Iran deal. Biden wants back in.
Well, again, you're now defending the point of view of somebody who was on the take to Egypt in terms of the Iran deal. So the idea is that you're on the side of the corrupt guy so Menendez, once he commits crimes and he gets busted, because it matters who's in office to you more than anything else, that means he's a good guy. He's being persecuted.
Menendez loves Israel. Biden, not so much.
If he loves Israel, why is he helping Egypt so much, I
Menendez
suppose?
was dead set against Venezuelan amnesty, and Biden just gave 500,000 Venezuelan Social Security numbers.
Menendez wasn't against that part of it. All right.
So Menendez is cooked, and President Biden has a wider lane in foreign affairs now. But we're getting to know Joe Biden, aren't we?
No, we're not. We're getting to know you, Jesse. We're getting to know how, you are trying to take whatever you're handed and fold it into something you can stuff up your ass. And the size and sharpness of it don't seem to matter to you. It just, the goal is shove this up your own ass. and you will do anything you can to get it into a relative shape that you're comfortable with so that you can shove it up your own ass. This is weird. This has nothing to do, by the way, this whole report has nothing to do with Menendez or Biden or even fucking his wife, Nadine.
He sees an obstacle and he doesn't move around it. He removes it.
My God, it sounds like something you would praise Trump for.
Trump indicted. Menendez indicted.
Fuck. I mean, I'm going to solve your little problem, and you're going to say, Pete Venkman's a guy who can get things done. I wonder what makes him tick. I wonder if he wants to know what would make me tick.
Minnie Madoff took the money, indicted. Elon Musk investigated 4 times. The indictment's coming.
What? Why is that a... All right. I guess anybody who gets busted for fucking anything now. I guess, explain to me all the Republican youth pastors busted for diddling kids. What obstacle were they serving in Biden's attempt? What, infrastructure? I don't know. They're all over the place.
Unvaxxed, you're fired. Biden's cagier than we give him credit for. He did exactly what Bob Menendez did, but every time investigators got close, they were obstructed.
No. They were, the FBI was allowed to look everywhere in Biden's properties. Not an issue.
Hunter was tipped off, and the CIA.
Okay, that's just so that his Secret Service guys don't shoot 2 guys with suits and guns coming up there. Get the fuck out of here.
And the FBI covered for him. Think about it.
I did think about it. Everybody's thought about it except you.
The Bidens were getting bribed with diamonds.
No. Hunter Biden got one because of the deals he was making.
The Menendezes were getting bribed with gold bars.
And by the way, a diamond is the idea. That's the diamond in question. A diamond.
The Bidens were getting paid in Porsches. The Menendezes were getting paid in Benz.
No, Hunter Biden. Again, Hunter Biden got paid in cash for the price of the Porsche.
The Bidens were getting no-show jobs. The Menendezes were getting no-show jobs.
If Hunter had a no-show job, why was he in Dubai with the guys from Burmesia so that he could make a phone call? If he's a no-show, if he's not there, then why is there a paper trail of emails for his work there?
The Bidens were going to business dinners with foreign clients. The Menendezes.
Okay, not a business dinner with foreign clients.
Were going to business dinners with foreign clients.
That was at the World Food Program.
Bidens took the cash and wire transfers, though. The Menendez.
Right, out in the open where everybody can see them.
Took the cash in cash.
Right, and that would be the difference there. Somebody's doing something covertly and another person's doing overtly. And in the case of someone doing the thing overtly, then obviously they're aware that everyone else sees it too. So the chance of it being a criminal endeavor gets harder to prove. Not that you give a fuck.
The Bidens hid the bribes in shell companies. The Menendezes hid the bribes in their windbreakers.
They don't have any shell companies. Companies are companies. Owasco is his actual business. All the Rosemont Seneca subsidiaries all had specific businesses and specific directives.
They both tried swapping in a new prosecutor. They both used foreign aid to squeeze cash out of countries.
Swapping in a new prosecutor? Do you mean Weiss, the Trump appointee who's now in charge of it?
They both used encrypted apps to conduct the conspiracy. Same result, selling out the country for personal profit. Even the charge would be the same. Conspiring to abuse an official position and inducing payments from it. So,
yeah, except the problem you have is that in Menendez's case, you have a direct line. There's a quid pro quo. It's fantastic. It's a great example, okay? Because they were asking him to do something. He did it. He got cash and gold and all that other shit for it. The problem they have with all the Biden stuff is even with the money payments that they're talking about, they can't show that any of those people who were paying them got anything but a service at the time, whatever it was, again, the CEFC deal, or or him working at Burisma as an investment guidance counselor, essentially for all these funds. So he would just make sure they went where they were supposed to go, and that was his entire job. That was the volume of money they were shepherding through that company, the amount of money he made fits that level. That's what you're going to pay someone for that kind of work. The problem they have is that they don't have anything that Biden did that was out of sync with the administration or what the U.S. government wanted. Not a single fucking thing.
What's the difference between a Menendez and a Biden? Nobody F's with a Biden.
Hey, Sean Hannity.
Right, because when they do, the Bidens can come at them with a clean conscience and an even cleaner bill of health. This is just like, that's the sales pitch, though. It's kind of good for us to occasionally get a look at these. I mean, it's my birthday, and I didn't want to spend it with Jesse Waters, but I didn't want to spend it with Russell Brand either, and here we are. But that said, I think it's important to look at the arguments that they keep making and how, like, flaily and failing they are. But what a garbage, waste of a take. Man. But I will say this: it's nice to look at full on, look at it head on rather, and judge it based on everything that they say and go, you can see where they are, because you can have the sort of the ideas that, like Benghazi and other stuff, all they want to do is taint the image of the president, and it's working to some degree. In Biden's poll numbers, there's a 3 to 5% window of the kind of shit that this asshole is saying. Because most people don't watch it directly. They hear around it, and they think where there's smoke, there's fire or whatever, not realizing that these motherfuckers are just burning incense on purpose. That this is fake smoke. This is steam, essentially. And I think it's important that we look at it head on. And so when other people bring it up, we can go, garbage, and here's why.